welcome to Left Night with Kendra Dossie. And here's your host, Kendra Dossie.
Hello, everyone. Hi, how are you today, Zach?
Oh, I am doing just fine, I would say.
Amazing.
Yes, we have a lot to celebrate today, right?
Yeah, we have a lot to celebrate. As you see, we're here with our mugs full of tea, and we want to talk about the Queen's 70th Jubilee. And Lissa, could you bring up that lovely picture of the Queen? Look out. So Britain is celebrating the Jubilee. The Queen has been in power for 70 years, or she's not quite head of government. She's kind of a figurehead, whatever. But she's been there for like 70 years. And you know, there were little, I think, like celebration packets sent out to each kid, as opposed to, you know, like food or something useful to children. That's how you know Britain is celebrating, because they're giving out useless shit. So to commemorate the 70th year that Queen Elizabeth is in power, we wanted to talk about a few things that Britain has done during her reign.
Yes.
So I have a London mug. Look at this. It says
Look at that.
It says London. Hell yeah.
It is time for tea. So we obviously we can talk about a lot of things. We want you to also sound off in the chat.
Yes.
Please tell us your least favorite thing about the Queen. The thing about the Queen that upsets you the most.
Yeah. And there's probably a lot out there.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We obviously, you know, things that Britain has done, but maybe she made fun of you personally.
Mm-hmm.
So you could definitely talk about that too.
Yes. Or maybe if you're me, I mean, I'll say mine early on. My gripe with the Queen is her racism against Italians, because she does not allow garlic in the royal kitchen. There's no garlic.
So weird.
That she's going out of her way to make her food taste as bad as possible.
Yeah, that's just racism against, like,
yes.
I mean, Italians, obviously, but also against, like, good tasting food, which is one way to describe Britain. They are not known for good tasting food. Yeah, one gripe I have with the Queen, out of many, is the Batang massacre, which did happen under her reign. Or actually, it happened, I think, like slightly before, but still, fuck Britain. Malaysia, part of Malaysia and like Singapore used to be a British Malaya, and the people there didn't like that much, so they started a bit of a war. And then in response, Britain did a lot of things, including some torture, various war crimes, and the Batang Kali massacre. During that, 24 unarmed civilians were executed by the Scots Guards near a rubber plantation. That was in like 1948. Okay, I guess that was not technically under her reign, but still mad about it.
She was a teen at the time, or I don't know. I assume she was particularly young when she ascended to the throne.
Yeah, I think she was 20 something.
Yes.
Which is wild.
Yes. I mean, we have fun on this show, but we should not be in charge of a country.
I feel like I could manage a small state, small princely state.
Okay. If like a Monaco type of thing.
Yeah, I feel like I can handle that, definitely.
I think I probably could handle that. But the problem is England. They want to have a queen, and they also want to control the whole world. So that's what they that's what they got in trouble with there. Of course, there are many war crimes that were committed while the Queen was in charge, and you can say the Queen did not order these out, but what is she? If she does not represent this country, then what the hell is she? What does she do?
Yeah.
So as far as I'm concerned, I will say that the Queen ordered Operation Ajax to overthrow the democratically elected government in Iran, in order to make sure that Iranian oil remained under control of the Anglo-Iranian Oil Company, later known as British Petroleum. Like, if that's not her fault, I don't know whose it is. I mean, it's the CIA's as well. But I don't know it, like, how you can be like, oh, she just stands for something else that is like the Britain that's what the UK does.
Yeah. Other things I'm mad at her about. Her son is a pedophile. I don't even know which one. It's probably the ugliest looking one. But that dude, wasn't he on like Epstein's Island or some shit?
Yeah.
Like,
Prince Andrew, who has since been relieved of his princely duties, which, like, they don't have to do anything. So
yeah, I guess like he just doesn't have the title, which like is a disgrace, but so is being a pedophile. So that's,
I would say yes. Those I've lived with one of those two my whole life, and it's not the pedophile one. So
wait, lived, what did you live?
Not being a royal.
Oh, I was like, wait, what?
Yeah.
Who have you lived with? Who's I was so confused. I'm good.
Yes. It's so it's relatively that's a pretty, it's pretty easy not being a royal. It's much easier being one, but yeah. Here's the thing to remember about the Queen. I really don't think that the UK was a turf island when she took over. Like, that has to have been something that happened under Elizabethan times, right?
Yeah. It definitely became a turf island. I don't know if the Queen has like spoken about her feelings on it, but I don't want her to, honestly.
Oh my gosh, there would be an English Civil War.
Yeah, whatever it is. But yeah, now Britain has kind of, the Guardian is just like, oh, this person who like does not have any knowledge of like biology or anything, or like history of trans people, whatever. Let them publish this op-ed about being like, oh, if a man wears a dress, that means he's a woman now. I'm upset. Like that. That's like literally every turf op-ed. It's so frustrating. It sucks that they keep giving them like, you know, like a place to sound off. And now there's a lot of turfs, and they're probably going to help out the right wing here. Turfs pretend that they have like feminist and women's interests at heart. They do not.
No, they're almost always racist. Like,
yes,
it's a pretty and yes. And anyway, whether she meant to do it or not, Queen Elizabeth created the place what we now know as Turf Island. She was the cultural figure in that change in time. Yeah. So yes. Let's see what else happened. So she was the queen of. I was looking at places where she used to be the queen, and she was the queen of South Africa for a very long time, or not for like 11 years. But like,
you didn't realize South Africa was a British colony.
Yes, it was.
God damn. Okay, just so much of history I don't even know about. What the?
It was Dutch first, but then it became British.
They just took it, like they were like, "Hey, we want this."
I think that's what the Boer War has to do with, but I'm not totally sure.
Okay.
We did enough research to know that she was the queen for a while, and it's not like she kicked South Africa out. Like South Africa, like Afrikaners were like, oh, we have to become a republic, like the United States are the other really racist apartheid country. We'll never reach our full potential of apartheid. And also, she was also queen of Rhodesia for some time. And Rhodesia tried to leave, and it was not recognized by the UK until 1970s. Like, if my racist friend does not want to be my friend anymore, I'm not going to hold them up and like insist that no, you're still part of this with
well, don't you know I think that's how Trump campaigns went. He was just like, oh yes, my African American. No, that is wild. I just looked that up now. I did not realize that I really did not realize that South Africa was a British colony, but yeah, it happened. God damn. Well, speaking of other atrocities in Africa done by the British, on that continent done by the British, there's also the Mau Mau uprising, which happened in Kenya. That happened about, oh wow, it lasted a few years. It was from like 1952 to 1960. So it
pretty well coincides with Elizabeth taking power,
Yes, it does. Yeah, they did not want colonial rule. The armed rebellion of the Mau Mau did not want colonial rule anymore, and they fought against the British, and the British were like, no, we want to keep you a colony. The British and international view at this time was that Mau Mau was a savage, violent, and depraved tribal cult. Classic racism of the Brits. They call it perverted tribalism. Damn, this does not look good. There was a state of emergency declared, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, I'm glad Kenya is not a British.
Yes. Yeah, let's give a shout out real quick to everyone who's not a British, has removed themselves from the crown while the Queen was queen. So Barbados did that last year. Hell yes. Ceylon, which became Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
Fiji, the Gambia, Ghana, Guyana, Kenya, Malawi, Malta, Mauritius, Nigeria, Pakistan,
India. Yeah.
Yes. India was no longer before her, but yes.
Oh, you're right. Well, I'm surprised Pakistan, because India and Pakistan became countries like one day.
Yeah. I don't know how that happened, but apparently, yes. Apparently
whatever.
I don't know. Yeah. See, like the crown, it's all fake. Like these countries are themselves. Like it should be very obvious that it's silly that the Queen has anything to do with Sierra Leone or Tanzania or Trinidad and Tobago or Uganda.
Yeah. What else did the Queen do? What else could we celebrate?
Here's one I don't know very much about, but I want to throw this one out real quickly. Is that the British had a war in the Falklands to make.
I've heard of that.
I don't know very much about it. Again, extremely well researched episode here. But that seems really stupid that the British were like, no, these islands off the coast of Argentina are actually ours, and we're willing to go to war with them.
Yeah, it was interesting. I know there's one undeclared war. There is apparently one. I know one person who is British and usually is like fuck Britain, but they're like, oh, they had a right to the Falklands, but I don't really know why. Like, I don't think anyone was really there.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. All right, well then we can just implement her in Princess Diana death conspiracies.
Oh yeah, so there's I'm sure we've all heard this conspiracy, but like I heard she didn't really like Princess Diana because she was a less fancy elite compared to the rest of the family, which is, I thought Princess Diana was a commoner, and then one of my friends was like, oh yeah, no, she was just like a countess or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it was revolutionary because she was not Prince Charles's cousin.
Exactly.
And the British people, a lot of British people felt very strongly that incest was an important part of their royal family, and that's why
incest, a British tradition.
Yeah. Yes.
God, wow. Well, there's that. Yeah, she might have killed Princess Diana. I believe like Meghan Markle's kids' middle name is Diana, which is a whole other thing. I mean, like also, yeah, like Also, there's allegedly some royal family member, it might be the queen, who is like, how dark are these babies going to be? Because Meghan Markle is a very pale, borderline white passing black woman. It's like, what? Like, the kids are pale. I mean, like, it's...
Well, in that interview where he says, like, oh, all of the royal family is evil and racist, and he, like, goes out of his way to say that the queen it wasn't the queen who said it. So, like...
I don't believe that.
I feel like I don't know if the queen is not racist compared to the rest of the royal family. It's like they're all very racist. But I do believe if he said the queen was racist, like there would be she's got shooters. Like
I don't believe it. So, well, Charles said it. Someone says Charles said it, which I believe. I also don't really know the difference between all of them.
Yes.
Like, I know Harry's the one that left. Is Charles a pedophile, or is that...
No, Charles is is Harry's dad.
Okay.
Diana's husband.
Okay, who's the pedophile?
No, Andrew, Charles's brother, is the pedophile.
Okay.
I mean, they're all British royalty, so pedophile is sort of like it's a spectrum of pedophilia. But
excuse me, it's actually
Yeah, yes. All of them are at the very least ephebophile. Oh man. Oh wow.
Well, should we keep talking about the queen's like crimes, or should we take a break? I mean, she has enough that we could keep
right. I do want to say one thing in particular, which is that number one, obviously America's not better. America's bad for a myriad of reasons that is pretty much the premise of this whole show. But one thing that you get as an American is you don't have to pretend this old lady is important. So don't just refuse to do it. You have no rights in this country, but that's the one thing that we do get.
We don't have to pretend to like some old lady.
Yes.
Yeah, that is true.
And anything else that you want to mention?
God, I'm gonna look at the list of no, I don't think I want to mention anything else. I'm sure there's a lot. We're probably gonna hear about it in like a Netflix miniseries in like 50 years.
Right.
But yeah, fuck the queen. Sorry that she's like a suck on people's taxpayers. And I'm honestly kind of surprised she hasn't healed over yet.
Yeah.
She probably like the best. Arguably, like there's some people who are like, oh, she's not alive.
Yeah.
It's a body double.
Right.
Who's doing the Jubilee celebration.
Or she's like drinking the blood of orphans to maintain her life. Yeah, who knows?
Might be. Yeah, she's part of the cabal.
How could she not be?
Yeah.
All right, should we go to commercial?
Let's go to commercial break.
Hey, Crypto Core's been working on some new tracks. We was just about to blast off. You want a taste?
No, I'm good. But congratulations, Crypto Core. That sounds cool.
Party at Club Sinister Friday night. All the old heads will be there. You should go.
Like I said, I'm pretty busy with barley and hops and stuff. So y'all have a fun and safe time, and y'all ta-ta.
God damn, Keith's a fucking nerd now.
I just saw that episode of The Righteous Gemstones the other day. I love it.
Mm-hmm. Very good stuff.
Well, Zach, as we all know, there are some things happening in this world. So what are some things that are happening?
Some things that are happening. Well, I don't know what happened this week. The Federal Reserve said that the problem in this country. We've named a lot of problems on the show in the years, but did we think to name the problem that wages are too high?
They're so high right now, obviously. Which is why I'm a billionaire doing this Twitch show.
Yes.
Yes, obviously.
Wages are too damn high. Not everything else is the things that you have to buy are too expensive.
God, yeah. Inflation is not great. It's happening. Yeah. I'm looking at my cat lick her paw. I'm envious of my cat because she doesn't know what money is. She doesn't know what inflation is. She just knows sleeping and running around. And I wish I had that life where I didn't have to depend on money.
Right. We got a comment in the chat from Rachel saying, "Great show." I think she was talking about Righteous Gemstones, but I'm going to pretend she's talking about our show. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you. And if you have any thoughts about anything that happened this week, please get it into the chat.
Yes, please let us know. A lot has happened.
Yeah. Pride Month kicked off with a Nancy Reagan stamp.
Yeah, Jill Biden decided to be a dumb bitch and commemorate Nancy Reagan, famous homophobe and AIDS virus denier, with a stamp on this.
And throat goat.
And throat goat. Oh yeah, she also gave sloppy toppy. But if Reagan were by, I feel like some dude might have beat him, or beat her. I mean, beat Nancy Reagan. But yeah, she decided to Nancy Reagan is being commemorated on this hallowed Pride Month. The gays have the LGBTQ community, especially the T, has faced so many setbacks. Commemorating Nancy Reagan is just it's spitting in our faces.
It's a real real not great move. And also, I figured I looked it up. Only 6 first ladies have ever gotten a stamp. So it's not like you had to do this for Nancy Reagan at all.
Yeah, you didn't have to at all. In fact, we should probably just ignore Nancy Reagan. But yeah, and then also her don't do drugs thing. Thanks for the war on drugs, bitch. Yeah. Whatever. Right. Yeah. Just say no. I'm gonna say yes. Fuck you, Nancy.
I'm gonna say yes. How about you tell your husband to stop fucking up the whole everything?
Yeah. How about you tell your husband to stop fucking up?
Yeah.
Honestly, they're probably rotting in hell together.
Just say 100%, certainly rotting in hell.
Yeah.
And Big Pointy in the chat saying we should pay cats more. They have hard jobs, making our lives more sane.
You are so right.
Right.
My precious cat is the thing that is keeping me going now.
Well, when we pay them, if we're going to pay them more, we have to pay them in one of those contraptions so they can't get all of the money at once.
Yes.
They get too sick. They get the money too fast.
If only we had that for Wall Street bankers, just money puzzles.
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what Bitcoin's supposed to be?
Yeah.
Oh no, the cat version of trickle down. Oh no. We don't want trickle down cat economics.
What else happened? In the UK, so we just talked a lot of shit about the UK.
Yes.
They're doing one thing that's not annoying this week, even though I'm sure they'll probably be annoying. They're doing an experiment with a 4-day, 32-hour work week.
Yes.
With not the entire country. I think it's just a few people. But they're trying to get salaries stay the same. People just working 4 hours a day. And I hope it works, and I hope America implements it. But America has not been doing anything sensible for the past at least 8 years. So I don't.
No, it would be. I don't think we're gonna see that anytime soon.
Yeah.
I mean, I think France already has it, right? Don't they work like 32 hours a week? You get like overtime.
I'm sure if they don't have it, someone's gonna put a like table through the like window of the president to make it happen. But I think they might have something similar. I'm not 100% sure. If anyone French is watching, let us know.
What is your work week like? The semaine de labeur.
Je ai mon boss. I don't know how to say boss. I took French in high school, but now it's gone.
Yeah, France obviously has a lot of the same problems that the UK has, but at least they do that correctly in terms of just
the people in France, which is increasingly, more diverse, not just white people. I know some people in France are mad about that. They could suck an egg, suck an œuf. But yeah,
take over the whole world. Yeah, you have to get immigrants. That's just the rule.
Yeah, it's like you can't colonize nations and then be like the people from the colonies are coming here after we decimated their home country. Like that's not...
we're gonna absolutely decimate you, and then while telling you how good our country is. And then for some reason surprised when they're my country's decimated. I guess I'll go to France.
Yeah. But yeah, France does do that cool. Oh, we're at 9:00. Okay.
Oh, okay. Hey.
Well,
go Celtics. That's my final thoughts.
Okay. Thank you so much, Zach. My final thoughts are thank you for watching, everyone. I appreciate it. Stick around next week. And je suis Celtics. Stick around, and we have honorable mentions with Rachel Jane Andelman, who is the Celtics, as she said in the chat.
Yes.
And
we're all Celtics tonight.
And Adi Heller.
Yes.
And keep watching. Keep watching us. We really appreciate it. We hope you enjoyed this episode. Have a great rest of your night.